Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special edition of the Go4sc2 Cup. I say special because, well, it is Father's Day, so to any Father's Day, any fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Thanks for joining me in watching this game on one of the best days of the year. I don't think my dad is watching, but maybe I'll give him a call after this game and tell him to join me, or at least tell him to watch. But some interesting news about both these players. They are both fathers, of course. In the bottom left, we have the pink Zerg player. Root Destiny is his tag, but he is actually Complexity Destiny, or Complexity Destiny, yes, that's the proper terminology. And happy Father's Day to him. And in the top left, also a father, I was informed. The orange Terran player, Ecliptium. So happy Father's Day to both of these players, and to any fathers out there. And if you haven't called your father yet, go ahead and do that. Tell him happy Father's Day and that you love him. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this game. This is going to be a Terran versus Zerg on the map of ICC Cup Neo Enigma. And if you're one of those who's like, ICC Cup Neo Enigma, Axel, what is this tongue you're speaking of? There's no such map. Well, actually, there is. It's just not used very often. Not in the Blizzard map pool, not used in Ladder, not used in the GSL. Pretty much exclusive to the Go4sc2 Cup series. Of course, the tournament that runs every Sunday and every Monday, every Wednesday too. Anyone can join. It's free to join, and, well, if you win the Sunday version of the Cup, you can take home $50. Of course, rounds 1 through 6 will be today. And the semifinals and the finals will be tomorrow, where the top players, the ones who make it through rounds 1 through 6, will be playing for that $50 prize. But anyway, ICC Cup Neo Enigma. What can I say about this map? Well, honestly, it reminds me a lot of Shakura's Plateau in that there's a pretty easily defendable ramp here. I mean, it's sizable, but it's doable. You can pull off a Forge Fast Expand as a Protoss player, but there's no Protoss player in this map here, in this game here. We just have a Terran and a Zerg, and this Terran is actually open with a 2 racks. Did Destiny actually see that? Yes, he did. So Destiny actually sees this 2 racks coming, and he does have a really fast pool out, so definitely will be prepared for any sort of aggression Ecliptium will throw at him. Actually, I think Destiny threw down that pool at 11. He really likes to do that to get that early queen out. The logic there that he tells his fans is like, hey, you guys can put down an early hatchery, but I'm going to get an early queen so I can get that larva fast. Of course, he injects right away, and of course he has those Zerglings to defend against any early aggression from the opposing player. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of 1. So whoever wins this game will move on to round 2 of the Go4sc2 Cup. And here we go. Destiny coming forward, has about 6 Zerglings here, 4 in production to combat the 3 Marines and 2 SCVs of Ecliptium. Well, we will have an engagement here. Destiny running forward, but losing a couple Zerglings right off the bat, so not a really good engagement from him. And here we go, coming down with 4 more Zerglings, 4 more in the production tab, and 2 SCVs and 3 Marines, trying to do as much damage as they can, looking like they might retreat back home, and not electing to put down any bunkers. You'll see a lot of Terran players try to put bunkers on the low ground and eventually work their way forward to the high ground. But here we go, Root Destiny coming out with a lot of Zerglings, possibly trying to do a counterattack here. No, just sending 1, leaving the rest behind, and making nothing but drones in the production tab as of right now. But look at all these Zerglings on the field. Does he have even speed for these Zerglings? No speed whatsoever. So plenty of Zerglings here in the early game from Root Destiny. Let's go ahead and look at the units tab. It looks like about 19 Zerglings from him. So possibly looking to do a lot of aggression here, but Ecliptium has plenty of Marines to deal with that. So I'm afraid Destiny will be coming forward, see all those Marines, and immediately back away. And that's what he does. Does not have the amount of firepower in those Zerglings to deal with those Marines, especially since they are slowlings. And speaking of which, Root Destiny does not like getting those gases early. He does not like getting those speedlings as fast as he could. He instead likes getting his queens up, likes getting his drone count up, and feels that the money is much more well spent getting those drones, getting those queens, getting those expansions instead of that early Zergling speed. Now back in the Terran base, look at all those Marines. Also a command center going down and adding on a factory, and as I say that, a second factory going down, along with 2 Vespian gas geysers being taken and being mined from as we speak. So I'm really intrigued to see what he's going to do. Usually when you see 2 factories this early, the Terran player likes to go for blue flame, some sort of blue flame Hellion harassment. So I'll have to see if he decides to keep this expansion in his base until those blue flame Hellions get out. Of course, I'm just guessing right now he may go for some sort of weird siege tank push on one base. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like Destiny trying to be as proactive as he can with all the units he has on the field. Has one Zergling at the watchtower and one Zergling at the front of his opponent's base, along with an Overlord, looking to get some scouting information later on in this game. Also, he has 2 more Spine Crawlers down, so does not feel good about what he's going to be expecting from the Terran player. And actually, as I say that, I just realized Destiny loves the Zergling Infestor play. He gets Zerglings and then relies on Spine Crawlers, Queens, and Slowlings to be his defense until he gets those Infestors out. And you'll note all this gas being taken, but still no metabolic speed boost, so I do expect to see Complexity Destiny go for the Zergling Infestor heavy composition as we get along in this game. Back in the Terran's base, did take his expansion and getting that saturated immediately. Let me go ahead and look at the income tab really quick. Destiny is ahead in Harvesters 37 to 26, so definitely ahead economically. Also looks like he is going for the heavy tank play, so no blue flame Hellions here. Looks like Ecliptium getting 2 factories producing lots of tanks. Actually 1 Hellion coming out and researching siege tech. Looks like this Overlord is going to come forward, try to spot that out. He does see the 2 tanks, but this can be misleading. I mean, this kind of composition looks like it will be blue flame, but actually, 1 second, let me go ahead and put my busy on. Sorry about that. But anyway, Destiny saw the 2 factories, he saw the tech lab researching something, and he saw a Hellion, so that could trigger a response to blue flame. But it looks like he does have quite a few Spine Crawlers out here, so no matter what he sees, I have a feeling he will be able to defend it quite comfortably. Also getting upgrades on his Zerglings. Really loves that early Zergling composition, getting his lair, and I would expect an infestation pit to go down soon after that layer completes. So looks like back in Ecliptium's base, he is going to move out with 2 Hellions, a sizable amount of Marines, and 2 tanks. So definitely looking to do some damage here. What has Destiny seen of this? No, we haven't seen anything, but he is producing plenty of Zerglings, and look at this. Metabolic boost is not done yet, so this could be a potentially scary push from the Terran player if he hits before that metabolic speed boost complete. So here we go, Ecliptium coming for. Keep an eye on the prediction tab. It is at about 95 out of 110, so Destiny does not want this attack to come yet, and he is holding his breath. But Ecliptium coming forward, and it looks like Destiny wants to do some sort of surround here. It might be fairly effective. He might wait until these units poke up the ramp, and look at this. Here we go. Destiny speed boost is complete for those Zerglings, so will he decide to engage this in the near future, or will he wait for Infestors? I'm not sure. Here we go. Moving forward with a lot of Spine Crawlers, trying to tank that damage with those, and doing a complete surround with all of these Zerglings, and I'm not sure how good this looks. And there we go. Destiny doing a lot of damage with these Speedlings, and will end up cleaning the majority of this push up. But a tank, a Hellion, and a Marine remain, killing their own Marine for a second there, and Destiny finally does clean this push up. So Destiny with a nice response to that push, able to clean that up with only Zergling losses. And look at this, all these Spine Crawlers do survive, and I want to just touch on that engagement a little bit more. If you saw, Destiny uprooted his Spine Crawlers and then moved them toward his opponent's tanks, and that was genius in that it was able to tank those shots. Sorry about the pun, but able to tank the shots from the tank, and so the tanks would target those instead of targeting those Zerglings. And of course, splash damage on Zerglings is never fun. Looks like Ecliptium wants to do another sort of push here, coming forward to the middle of the map yet again. I'm not sure if I agree that this does leave him particularly exposed, and I don't think he can do too much damage with an army of that size. Looks like Destiny. Let's look at the unit tab really quick. 36 Zerglings to his name, along with 2 Queens, 2 of the 16 Marines, and 4 siege tanks from the Terran player. So a pretty tense situation right now. Destiny trying to get his 3rd. He does not want his opponent attacking into his 3rd, preventing that from going down. Looks like he's going to use these Zerglings to take down these rocks, leading to his natural 3rd. It's pretty interesting that he took the expansion over here. I guess his thinking is that his opponent would have to go a long way, and he could easily cut off reinforcements with those faster Zerglings. And back in Ecliptium's base, let's see what's going on. He is researching STEM on his tech lab. That is about 40% up the way done. Also continuing to produce tanks out of these factories. Also getting a nice mix of Hellions and tanks, so not really committing to one or the other. Also getting +1 weapons and +1 armor for those infantry, along with another barracks and a Ghost Academy going down. So he probably 2 Ghost Academies going down. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a little peculiar. Perhaps we'll see some nukes in this game. Or maybe he just wants to get those upgrades on those ghosts that much faster. Looks like he does get high ground vision with that scan, able to take down that Overlord that was pooping creep onto the high ground. And here we go. Destiny might be looking to engage us in the near future. He does have plenty of infestors out and a sizable amount of Zerglings. And here we go, coming forward with all of his Zerglings. A lot of splash damage being done though, so not sure if that was the best exchange from Root Destiny, but definitely a little scared of this pitch. Is Neural Parasite done yet? No, it's not. It's at about 10% of the way through. Neural Parasite is, of course, extremely effective against tanks because you can make them shoot their own guys and do splash damage to your own Marines. So Destiny perhaps looking to do that, or perhaps a counterattack coming down right now. Complexity Destiny going down to the left side of this map, going and taking a beeline toward the natural expansion of Ecliptium, and will he be able to do any damage? No, deciding to pull back because, well, Ecliptium is moving forward with his army again. Neural Parasite is not quite done. This is a very tense situation for Root Destiny. Of course, he wants that to finish. A Fungal Growth could go down on every single one of these Marines, and there it goes! A huge Fungal Growth on every single one of these Marines, and they all pop! Oh my gosh, and these tanks are caught out of position. Destiny coming forward with a few speedlings and cleaning that up quite easily. Ladies and gentlemen, Fungal Growth is a powerful spell, and Root Destiny coming forward to the natural expansion of Ecliptium with all of these Zerglings doing so much damage. And there's the GG from Ecliptium. Root Destiny, the father on Father's Day, defeating his opponent, and we'll move on to round 2 of the Go4sc2 Cup number 66. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Father's Day, and thank you so much for joining me. We'll be jumping into round 2, and if you want me to stick with Destiny, I will. Just let me know in the chat, so don't go anywhere, guys.